Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatha Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganaraganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vitamscha Om Jnana Timaranda Shagyana Jana Shlakaya Chakshuran Milidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gorva Bhistam Supurakam Garaganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samastaveda Nibbanam Shirupa Patanagam Govindamidam Ujwalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Vande Vishwaguruncha Divyat Bhagavat Prem No Ibija Pradam Devam Divyatanum Suchandabaranam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Sanantanidim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Vanditam Shubharam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishvara Shridaram Vanshakopatarubyasya Kripasindu Bhyevcha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Madhya-lila, chapter 16, the Lord's attempt to go to Vrindaban. Text number 94. Anande Mahaprabhu Varsha Koila Samadan Vijay Dashami Dine Korila Payan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased to thus receive their permission. He waited until the rainy season passed, and when the day of Vijay Dashami arrived, he departed for Vrindaban. So previously, Ramananda Ray and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya were delaying the Lord's departure by making all kinds of different tricks or excuses to prevent him from traveling. And 2 years passed in this way. But finally, Mahaprabhu told him, I'm very eager to go to Vrindaban and I'm just waiting your permission. So then they both considered that it wasn't good to make excuses to keep the Lord with them. And they said he should go on Vijay Dashami. So the rainy season, monsoon season finished, and then Mahaprabhu left for Vrindaban, and he's traveling, of course, by foot through Orissa state. Jagannatara Prasad Prabhu Jata Panachila Gadadhar Chandanadora Sabha Sange Loila. The Lord collected whatever remnants of food were left by Lord Jagannath. He also took remnants of the Lord's Gadadhar ointment, sandalwood, and ropes with him. This is all Jagannath Prasad. Jagannathe Agyamage Prabhate Chalila Udiya Bhaktagan Sange Pache Chaliaila. After taking Lord Jagannath's permission early in the morning, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu departed, and all the devotees of Orissa began following him. Udiya Bhaktagane Prabhu Jatne Nivarila Nijagan Sange Prabhu Bhavaniya Puraila. Udiya Bhaktagane Prabhu Jatne Nivarila Nijagan Sange Prabhu Bhavani Pura Aila. With great care, Mahaprabhu forbade the Orissan devotees to follow him. Then, accompanied by his personal associates, he first went to Bhavanipur. When one goes through Bhavanipur before reaching a well-known place named Janakidevpur or Janakidevpur. Ramananda Pache Dolaya Chadiya Maninath Bahu Prasad Dila Pataya. After Lord Chaitanya reached Bhavanipur, Ramananda Ray arrived on his palanquin, and Vaninath Ray had a large quantity of prasadam sent to the Lord. Prasad bhojana kori tataya rahila, pratakale chali prabhu, bhuvaneshwaraila. After taking prasadam, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remained there for the night. Early in the morning he began walking and finally he reached Bhuvaneshwara. Katakeya siya koila gopala darshan, swapneshwara vipura koila prabhu nimantran. After reaching the city of Katak, he saw the temple of Gopal and a Brahmin there named Swapneshwara invited the Lord to eat. So I believe Swapneshwara is a name for Lord Shiva, maybe the Lord of Dreams. Ramananda Ray sab gane nimantrila, Ramananda Ray sab gane nimantrila, bahir udyaniyasi Prabhu Basakoila. Ramananda Roy invited all the others for their meals. Ramananda Roy invited all the others for their meals. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made his resting place in a garden outside the temple. Bika Kori Bakulatali Korila Vishram Prataparudra Thai Harai Korila Payan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taking rest beneath a bakul tree. Ramananda Roy immediately went to Maharaj Prataparudra. Shunyanandita Raj Ati Shigra Aila Prabhu Deki Dandavad Bhumete Parila. The king was happy to hear the news, and he hastily went there. Upon seeing the Lord, he fell flat to offer him obeisances. Puna Ute Pune Pare Pranoy Bibal Stuti Kore Pula Kanga Pari Ashrujal. Being overwhelmed with love, the king again and again got up and fell down. When he offered prayers, his whole body shivered and tears fell from his eyes. Tarabhakti Deki Prabhu Tushtahoilaman Utima Prabhu Tare Koila Alingan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased to see the devotion of the king, and he therefore stood up and embraced him. Punastuti Kore Raja Koraye Pranam Prabhu Kripa Ashrute Tara Deho Hoilasnan. When the king embraced the king again and again offered prayers and obeisances. In this way, the Lord's mercy brought tears from the king, and the Lord's body was bathed with these tears. Shustakore Ramananda Rajare Masaila Kayomana Bhakye Prabhu Tare Kripa Koila. Finally, Ramananda Roy pacified the king and made him sit down. The Lord bestowed mercy upon him through his body, mind, and words. Aicheta Hare Kripa Koila Gororai Prataparudra Santrata Namahoilajai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed such mercy to the king that from that day on the Lord became known as Prataparudra Santrata, the deliverer of Maharaj Prataparudra. Rajapatra Ganakoila Prabhurabandhan Rajare Vidai Dila Sachiranandan. All the governmental officers also paid their respects to the Lord, and finally the king and his men were bade farewell by the son of Mother Sachi. Mahaprabhu bade them farewell. Bahirayasi Raja Agya Putra Lekaila. Bahirayasi Raja Agya Patra Lekaila. Nijaraje Jata Vishayi Tahare Bataila. The king then went outside and had orders written down and sent to the government servants within his kingdom. Grame Grame Nutan Abhashya Koriba Panchashata Nabya Grihe Samagrihe Bariba. His orders read, in every village you should construct new residences, and in 5 or 7 new And in 5 to 7 new houses, you should store all kinds of food. Apane Prabhu ke loya tahan utariba ratri diba vitra haste sevaya rahiba. You should personally take the Lord to these newly constructed houses. Day and night you should engage in his service with a stick in your hands. Duima patra harichandan mardan raj Tari Agya Dila Raja Koriba Sarvakai. The king ordered 2 respectable officers named Harichandan and Mardaraj to do whatever was necessary to carry out these orders. Eknavyanoka Ani Rakaha Naditire Jahasnan Kore Prabhu Jana Nadipare Tahan Stamba Ropana Kora Mahatirta Kori Nitya Snana Koriba Tahan Jenamari. The king also ordered them to maintain a new boat on the banks of the river, and wherever Mahaprabhu took his bath or crossed to the other side of the river, they should establish a memorial column and make that place a great place of pilgrimage. Indeed, said the king, I will take my bath there, and let me also die there. Chatur Dware Koraha Uttama Nabhyabhas Ramananda Jahatumi Mahaprabhu Pas. The king continued, at Chatur Dwara, please construct new residential quarters. Now Ramananda, you can return to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sanyate Chalive Prabhu Nripate Shunila Hasti Upara Tambu Grihe Strigane Charaila. When the king heard that the Lord was leaving that evening, he immediately made arrangements for some elephants with small tents on their backs to be brought there. Then all the ladies of the palace got on the elephants. Prabhu Chalibara Pate Rohe Sarihaya Sanjate Chalila Prabhu Nijagan Laya. All these ladies went to the road the Lord was taking and remained there in a line. That evening the Lord departed with his devotees. Chitropala Nadiyashi Gate Koilasnan Mahishe Sakala Teke Koraye Pranam. When Mahaprabhu went to the bank of the river Chitropala to take his bath, all the queens and ladies of the palace offered their obeisances to him. Prabhura Darshane Sabe Hoila Prima Moy Krishna Krishna Kohe Netra Ashru Varishai. Upon seeing the Lord, they all felt themselves overwhelmed with love of Godhead, and tears pouring from their eyes, they began to chant the holy name, Krishna, Krishna. Emana Kripa Lunahi Shuni Tribhuvan Krishna Prema Hoy Jara Darshane. Emana Kripa Lunahi Shuni Tribhuvane Krishna Prema Hoy Jara Dura Darshane. There is no one as merciful as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu within all these 3 worlds. Simply by seeing him from a distance, one is overwhelmed with love of Godhead. No kate chadiya Prabhu hoila nadipar Jochna bhati ratriye chali aila chaturdwar. The Lord then got into a new boat and crossed the river. Walking in the full moonlight, he finally reached the town known as Chaturdwar. Ratriye tata rohe prate snana kritya koila hena kale jagannatara mahaprashadaila. The Lord spent the night there, and in the morning took his bath. At that time, remnants of Lord Jagannath's food arrived. So Jagannath Prasad arrived. Rajara Agyaya Padicha Pataya Dine Dine Bahut Prasada Pataya Diya Bahujane. Following the king's orders, the superintendent of the temple sent large quantities of prasadam every day, and it was carried by many persons. Swagana Sahite Prabhu Prasad Angikari Utiya Chalila Prabhu Bole Hari Hari. After accepting the prasadam, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stood up and started to go, chanting the holy names, Hari, Hari, Ramananda, Mardadraj, Sri Harichandan, Sange Seva, Kori Chali, 18 Jan, Ramananda Ray, Mardadraj, and Sri Harichandan always went with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and rendered various services. Prabhu Sange Puri Gosai Swarup Damodar, Jagadananda Mukunda Govinda Kashishwar, Haridas Thakur Ar Pandita Bakreshwar, Gopinathacharya Ar Pandita Damodar, Ramai Nandai Ar Bahu Bhaktagan, Pradhana Kohilun Sabar Ke Kore Ganan, Paramananda Puri Goswami, Swarup Damodar, Jagadananda, Mukunda, Govinda, Kashishwar, Haridas Thakur, Bhakreshwara Pandit, Gopinathacharya, Damodar Pandit, Ramai, Nandai, and many other devotees accompanied the Lord. I have mentioned only the chief devotees. No one can describe the total number. Gadadhar Pandita Jabe Sangete Chalila Ketra Sanyas Chadiya Prabhu Nishedila. When Gadadhar Pandit started to go with the Lord, he was forbidden to come and was asked not to give up the vow of Chetra Sanyas. When one takes Chetra Sanyas, he leaves his household life and goes to a place of pilgrimage devoted to Lord Vishnu. Such places include Purushottama or Jagannath Puri, Navadip Dham, and Mathura Dham. The Chetra Sannyasi lives in these places alone or with his family. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur considers Chetra Sannyas to be the preferable vanaprastha situation in this age of Kali. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya lived in this way, and he has been called a Chetra Sannyasi. That is, a sannyasi living in Jagannath Puri. So in Bengali would be pronounced Ketra Sannyas. Those residing, have taken a vow to live in the holy place. Pandita Kohe Jahantumi se Nilachala Ketra Sannyas Mora Joka Rasatala. When he was requested to return to Jagannath Puri, he had a vow to stay in Jagannath Puri, Gadadhar Pandit told the Lord, wherever you are staying is Jagannath Puri, so let my so-called Ketra Sannyas go to hell. Prabhu Kohe Iha Kore Gopinatha Sevan, Pandita Kohe Koti Seva, Tuat Para Darshan. When Mahaprabhu asked Gadadhar Pandit to remain at Jagannath Puri and engage in Gopinath's service, Gadadhar Pandit replied, one renders service to Gopinath 1,000,000 times simply by seeing your lotus feet. So he had a vow of Chetra Sannyas to remain in Jagannath Puri, and he also had accepted service of the Gopinath deity at Tota Gopinath. So Mahaprabhu wanted him to keep his vows, to stay in his vow of Chetra Sannyas and his vow to engage in the puja of Gopinath. But Gadadhar Pandit was adamant that he wanted to go with Mahaprabhu. Prabhu Kohe Seva Chadibe Amaye Lagedosh Iharahe Seva Kora Amara Santosh. Mahaprabhu said, if you abandon his service, Gopinath's service, it will be my fault. It is better that you remain here and render service. That will be my satisfaction. Pandita Kohe Sabdosha Amaras Upar Tomasange Na Jaiba Jaiba Ekeshwar. The Pandit replied, do not worry, all the faults will be on my head. I shall not accompany you, but shall go alone. So he's saying, I'm not going to go back, but since you're worried about me breaking my vows and that you may feel responsible for that, I will go with you, but by a different path, so that you'll know that I'm doing my actions myself, and you're not responsible for them. So then, Aike dekite chaiba na chaiba tomalagi pratigya seva tyagadosh tara amibagi. I shall go to see Sachimata in Navadip. I shall go to see Sachimata, but I shall not go for your sake. I shall be responsible for the abandoning of my vow and service to Gopinath. So he says, I'm going, but I won't travel with you, so you won't have to feel responsible for me breaking my vows, but I want to go. Eta bole pandita gosai pritak chalila katak asi prabhu thare sange anaila. Thus Gadadhar Pandit traveled alone, but when they all arrived at Katak, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called him and he went into the Lord's company. So he's keeping to himself, but they all arrived at Katak, and then the Lord called him. Panditera Gauranga Prema Bhujana Nachai Pratigya Sri Krishna Seva Chariba Trina Prai. No one can understand the loving intimacy between Gadadhar Pandit and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gadadhar Pandit gave up his vow in service to Gopinath just as one gives up a piece of straw. Just to get Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's association, Gadadhar Pandit gave up his life's vow to engage in Gopinath's service. This kind of loving affection can be understood only by very confidential devotees. Ordinarily, no one can understand its purport. Tahara Charitre Prabhu Antare Santosh Tahara Hate Dori Kohe Kore Pranoy Rosh. Gadadhar Pandit's behavior was very pleasing to Mahaprabhu's heart. Nevertheless, the Lord took his hand and spoke to him, displaying the anger of love. Pratigya seva charibe e tomara udesh se sida hoila chari aila duradesh. You have abandoned Gopinath's service and broken your vow to live in Puri. All that is now complete because you have come so far. Amara sange rohite chaha bansha nijasuk tomara duidharma jai amar hoeduk. Your wanting to go with me is simply a desire for sense gratification. In this way, you are breaking two religious principles, and because of this, I am very unhappy. Mora sukha chaha jari nilachala jao amaras sapata jari ara kichuba. If you want my happiness, please return to Nilachala. You will simply condemn me if you say any more about this matter. Eta bole Mahaprabhu no kate chadila murchita hoya pandita tatai padila. Saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got into a boat and Gadadhar Pandit immediately fell down unconscious. So Mahaprabhu forbade him to go with him any further. He said, now you have to go back. And he ordered him back. And actually, Gadadhar Pandit we see as the incarnation of the Shakti potency, which is, we'll see him as Srimati Radharani. But there's a relationship between Mahaprabhu and Gadadhar Pandit in the sense that Mahaprabhu was appeared on the full moon day, and Gadadhar Pandit appeared on the new moon day. So the full moon is full effulgence, and the new moon day, no light at all, just dark. So it is said that that Mahaprabhu, that Gadadhar Pandit is the queen of Vrindaban, Srimati Radharani, but Mahaprabhu has stolen the Bhavakanti of Radharani, her effulgence and her mood. And Gadadhar Pandit is like a man who's running after Mahaprabhu because he's like a man who's running after a thief to get back his stolen property. That's the way it was explained by Srila Guru Maharaj. Anyway, Gadadhar Pandit, as Guru Maharaj also said, so what is happening? The queen of Vrindaban, that's Radharani, refused entrance into Vrindaban. because Mahaprabhu was going to Vrindaban, but he wouldn't let Gadadhar Pandit travel with him. So the Queen of Vrindaban refused entrance into Vrindaban. That's the idea of the pastime. So Mahaprabhu says, if you want my happiness, please return to Nilachala. You will simply condemn me if you say any more about this matter. Ete bole Mahaprabhu no kate charila murchita haya pandita tatai parila. Saying this, Mahaprabhu got into a boat, and Gadadhar Pandit immediately fell down unconscious. Pandite laya jaite Sarvabhauma agyadila Bhattacharya kohe uta aiche prabhur lila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya to take Gadadhar Pandit with him. The Bhattacharya told Gadadhar Pandit, "Get up! Such are the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tumijana Krishna Nija Pratigya Charila Bhakta Kripa Base Bhishmera Pratigya Rakila." You should know that Lord Krishna himself violated his own promise just to keep the promise of grandfather Bhishma. Swanigamam Opahaya Mat Pratigyam Ritam Adi Kartum Abap Pluto Rathasta Dhritarata Charano Vyayats Shaladgur Harer Eva Hantum Ibam Gatotariya. Intending to make my promise true, Lord Krishna broke his own promise not to take up a weapon at Kurukshetra. With his outer garment falling off, with his dhoti falling off, Lord Sri Krishna jumped from his chariot, picked up a wheel, and came running at me to kill me. Indeed, he rushed at me like a lion going to kill an elephant, and he caused the whole earth to tremble. So this is all in relation, incident with Bhishma Dev, grandfather Bhishma. Then he was accused by Duryodhana, because he is fighting on the side of Duryodhana, and he is fighting against Krishna and the Pandavas, although he's himself a devotee of Krishna, and he feels very close to the Pandavas. But circumstances developed that he was on the side of the Kuru dynasty, and he had to fight, but he was accused by Duryodhana. Said, "You're not, because the Pandavas are your students, you're not trying very hard." So, and that was not true, but then grandfather Bhishma said, "I have here 5 arrows, and tomorrow with these 5 arrows, I will kill the Pandavas. But you," he told Duryodhana, "you keep the arrows for me, and tomorrow you give them to me, and I will kill the Pandavas with these 5 arrows." So Duryodhana kept those arrows. And then that night, everyone's resting, and Krishna went to see Duryodhana. So Krishna said to Duryodhana, "You know, in the past, at one time I helped you, and you promised to give me whatever I asked for in return for the help that I gave you." And Duryodhana says, "Yes, I remember that." Then Krishna said, "Then give me those 5 arrows." And Duryodhana, he really wanted to eliminate the Pandavas, but he had made a promise. He gave Krishna the 5 arrows. Then the next morning, Bhishma Dev said to Duryodhana, says, "I'm ready, now give me the 5 arrows." And then Bhishma said, "Well, Krishna came last night and he took those 5 arrows." So then Bhishma Dev said, "Oh, Krishna made me break my promise. I had these 5 arrows." He says, "So then tomorrow I will make him break his promise. He has promised not to pick up any weapons. He will remain, he'll drive Arjuna's chariot, but he won't pick up any weapons himself. Krishna made the promise. So Bhishma said, then he made me break my promise. Tomorrow I'll make him break his promise. So his promise is not to pick up any weapons in this battle, but I will fight so hard that I will put his devotee Arjuna into danger, and he will have to pick up a weapon to protect his devotee. So I'll make him break his promise. So that happened, and Bhishma, grandfather Bhishma, he was fighting so hard that Arjuna was overcome, and he prayed for help. And it says here, that verse is quoted. It says, you should know that here Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is telling Gadadhar Pandit, you should know that Lord Krishna himself violated his own promise just to keep the promise of grandfather Bhishma. So the Lord gives more importance to keeping the promise of the devotees. He'll break his own promise to help the promise of the devotee. So in the case of the battle, he would, when Bhishma Dev said, then I will make Krishna break his promise, and then Krishna was happy to break his own promise to be able to keep the promise of Bhishma, that he said, I will make him break his promise. And Krishna actually wanted to keep the promise of Bhishma Dev intact. So here is the verse, Svanigamam apahaya pat pratigyam ritam adhikartum avapluto ratagsta. Swanigamam apahaya mat pratigyam ritam adhikartum avapluto ratasta drita rata charano vyayats chaladgur harer iva hantum ibham gatotariya. Intending to make my promise true, Lord Krishna broke his own promise not to take up a weapon at Kurukshetra, with his outer garment falling off. Lord Sri Krishna jumped from his chariot, picked up a wheel, and came running at me to kill me. Indeed, he rushed at me like a lion going to kill an elephant, and he caused the whole earth to tremble. So picked up a broken chariot wheel to use as a weapon, but he was breaking his promise by doing so. He said he would not pick up any weapon. Lord Krishna promised not to fight in the battle at Kurukshetra or even take up a weapon. But when Bhishma wanted to keep his own promise to break the promise of the Lord immediately got down from the chariot, and to make Bhishma's promise true, he picked up a chariot wheel and rushed forward to kill him. This quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. So the Lord kept Bhishma Dev's promise intact. Bhishma said, I'll make Krishna break his promise, and he'll pick up a weapon. So that happened. Emata Prabhu Tomar Bicheda Sahiya Tomara Pratigya Raka Koila Jatna Korea. Similarly, tolerating separation from you, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has protected your vow with great endeavor. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya says that no, Krishna, that Mahaprabhu cannot allow you to break your vow of Kshetra Sannyas. You must remain in Puri, and you must continue with the worship of Gopinath. You can't break those promises. So similarly, tolerating separation from you, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has protected your vow with great endeavor. Emata kohitare prabda korila, emata kohitare prabodha korila, duijane shoka kula nilachala. In this way, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya revived Gadadhar Pandit, then both of them, very much grief-stricken, returned to Jagannath Puri, Nilachala. Prabhu lage dharma karma chade Bhaktagan, Bhaktadharma, Hani Prabhurna, Hoy, Sahan. All the devotees would abandon all kinds of duties for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's sake. Yet the Lord did not like the devotees giving up their promised duties. Primera vivarta iha shuni jai jan, achire milie tare Chaitanya Charan. All these are misgivings of loving affairs. Whoever listens to these incidents gets the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet very soon. Dui Rajapatra Jai Prabhu Sangajai Yajapur Ashe Prabhu Tare Dilena Vidai. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his party arrived at Yajapur, the Lord asked the two government officers who had come with him to return. Prabhu Vidai Dila Rai Jai Tarajna Sane Krishna Kata Ramananda Gane Ratri Dine Prabhu Vidai Dila Rai Jaya Tarasane Krishna Kata Ramananda Sane Ratri Dine. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade farewell to the officers, and Rai Ramananda continued on with the Lord. The Lord talked to Ramananda Rai about Shri Krishna day and night. Pratigrame Raja Agyay Raja Brityagan Nabya Grihe Nana Drabye Koraye Saivan. In each and every village, in compliance with the king's order, government officers constructed new houses and filled each of them with stocks of grain. Thus they served the Lord. Can you bring some water?
Yes.
Please. In each and every village, in compliance with the king's order, government officers constructed new houses and filled each of them with stocks of grain. Thus they served the Lord. E Matachali Prabhu Remuna Aila Tata Hoite Ramananda Rai Vidai Dila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finally arrived at Remuna, where he bade farewell to Sri Ramananda Roy. Bhumete Padila Rai Mahika Chaitan Raya Kole Kori Prabhu Korayek Krandan. When Ramananda Roy fell to the ground and lost consciousness, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took him upon his lap and began to cry. This is Koli Kori. It's translated as took him upon his lap, but it could also mean just took him in his arms and began to cry. Rayara Vidai Bhavana Jai Sahan Kahitena Pari E Tahara Varnan. Mahaprabhu's feelings of separation from Ramananda Rai are very difficult to describe. Indeed, it is almost intolerable to do so, and therefore I cannot describe them further. So, there will be intense separation from the Lord for Sri Ramananda Rai, who will stay. Tabe Odradesha Sima Prabhu Chaliaila Tata Raja Adhikari Prabhu Re Milila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finally arrived at the border of the state of Orissa, a government officer came there to meet him. Dina Dui Chariteho Korila Seban Agechali Bare Se Kohe Bibaran. For 2 to 4 days, the government officer served the Lord. He also gave the Lord detailed information of what was ahead. Madhyapa Javana Rajar Age Adhikar Tarabaye Pate Kehom Nari Chalibar. He informed the Lord that the territory ahead was ruled by a Muslim governor who was a drunkard. Out of fear of the king, no one could walk the road freely. Pichalada parjanta sab tara adhikar, tara baye narikeho, hoite nare par. The jurisdiction of the Muslim government extended up to Pichalada. Due to fear of the Muslims, no one could cross the river. Dinakata roha swapni koritarasane. Dinakata roha sande koritarasane. Tabe suke nokate karaiva gamane. Maharaj Prataparudra's government officer further informed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he should stay at the Orissa border for some days so that a peaceful agreement could be negotiated with the Muslim governor. And that way the Lord would be able to cross the river peacefully in a boat. Sekale se javanera ek anuchar udiyakatake aila kore veshantar. At that time, a follower of the Muslim governor arrived at the Orissa encampment dressed in disguise. So one of the Muslim governor's followers, Muslim governor is a drunkard, but at the same time, he has a Muslim, one of his followers arrives at the encampment where Mahaprabhu is, but he's in disguise. He's not dressed as a Muslim. He appears blending in with the Hindus. Prabhu se adabhuta charitra dekiya Hindu char kohe se javana pashagiya ek sannyasi aila jagannath hoite aneka siddha purusha hoy tahara sahite Prabhu se adabhuta charitra dekiya Hindu char kohe se javana pashagiya ek sannyasi aila jagannatha hoite aneka siddha purusha hoy tahara sahite. The Muslim spy saw the wonderful characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when he returned to the Muslim governor, he told him, a mendicant has come from Jagannath Puri with many liberated persons. Nirantara kore sabe Krishna sankirtan, sabe hase nache giya koraye krandan. All these saintly people incessantly chant the Hare Krishna Maha mantra, and they all laugh, dance, and chant and cry. Laka laka lok aishe taha deki bare tare deki par tari deki punarape jaite nare gare. Laka laka lok aishe taha deki bare tare deki punarape jaite nare gare. Many millions upon millions of people come to see him, and after they see him, they cannot return home. Say sab lok hoy bolera prai Krishna kohe nache kande garagari jai. All these people become like madmen. They simply chant the holy name of Krishna and dance. Sometimes they even cry and roll on the ground. So this is one of the servants of the Muslim governor, one of his followers. Kashi barakata nahi dekile sejani tahara prabhavitare ishwara korimani. Actually, these things cannot even be described. One can understand them only by seeing. Considering his influence, I accept him as the supreme personality of Godhead. The Muslim governor's servant is telling him this. Let's see. a follower of the Muslim governor. Actually, and that follower tells the Muslim governor, actually these things cannot even be described. One can understand them only by seeing. Considering his influence, I accept him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Eta kohe se chara Hare Krishna gai, hashikande nache gai, bolera prai. After saying this, the messenger began to chant the holy names of Hari and Krishna. He also began to laugh and cry, dance, and sing exactly like a madman. So the king's own messenger, servant, comes back and tells him about Mahaprabhu and his devotees. Let's see, I'll read that description again because it's nice. This is the king's messenger who came in disguise. He's that Muslim, as a spy, he observed, and he said, a mendicant has come from Jagannath Puri with many liberated people. All these saintly people incessantly chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and they all laugh, dance, chant, and cry. Many millions upon millions of people come to see him, and after they see him, they cannot return home. All these people become like the madmen. They simply chant the holy name of Krishna and dance. Sometimes they even cry and roll on the ground. Did I read this? I read the Bengali on that. Let's make sure. Se sab log hoy bolera prai Krishna kohe nache kande garagari jai. Then kahi barakata nahe dekile sajani tahara prabhave tare ishvara korimani. Actually, these things cannot even be described. One can understand them only by seeing. Considering his influence, I accept him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Eta kohe se chara Hare Krishna gai, hashikande nache gai, bolera prai. After saying this, a messenger began to chant the holy names of Hari and Krishna. He also began to laugh and cry, dance and sing exactly like a madman. So the messenger, I'll just read this. Etta shuni javanera manofirigela apanat Vishvasa udiya patane prati pataila etashuni javanera manafirigela apana vishvasa udiya stane pataila. When the Muslim governor heard this, his mind changed. He then sent a secretary to the representative of the Orissan government. Well, tomorrow I'll continue from this point. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Chaitanya Nama. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Chaitanya Nama. Chaitanya Krishna Sripad Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajaka Charya Taro Sadhu Shishimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajaka Charya Ashtatara Sadasi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupa Nuga Guru Bharga Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Prem Se Go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhattacharya Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad Ki Jai. Janardan Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishwavaranya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Ram Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Kaladvip Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Sevashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindaban Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan Sham Guna Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari.
Jai Om Sripad Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj Ki Jai.